the call, everyone. So glad you were able to join us. My name is Mark. I'm really excited about the information we're going to be sharing with you over the next few minutes. I personally have been working online full-time for about 15 years. I've seen some amazing things, but I've also seen some bad actors. And so what we did here was we searched, ladies and gentlemen, we did some serious due diligence to find something that's absolutely real. We're going to break it down for you because it can change your life. If you're here for the first time, pull out a pen and a piece of paper. You're going to want to take notes, ladies and gentlemen. Following the call, reach out to the person who invited you here if you have any additional questions. They'll get all those questions answered for you, and they'll show you how to get started. So we're going to talk about something known as Web3 staking. We're going to explain to you how it works. We're going to show you how you can generate income without recruiting or talking to anyone. Before I get started, I want to read our community value statement. We uphold the highest standards of privacy and integrity, extending invitations only to those who align with our values and vision for lasting financial success. So we're talking about a concept called staking. Staking is not new. It has been around as long as cryptocurrency has been around. And of course, Bitcoin first hit the markets in 2011. It was created in 2009, but people began to hear about it initially in 2011. Now, there's a company called Coinbase. Now, they're kind of like a bank, but you can get involved with them and you could stake with them right now. There's only one problem. They're the middleman and they're going to take a percentage of those earnings. One of the things we want to do is we want to avoid the middleman so we can access the maximum amount of profit. Now, here's a little short video by Coinbase that explains staking just a little bit. I want you to be able to hear that, okay?
Did you know eligible Coinbase users can earn rewards by staking eligible assets? Staking is a process by which asset holders can earn rewards by helping verify transactions on a blockchain such as Ethereum, Solana, or Tezos. Rewards vary and are determined by the blockchain protocol, minus a Coinbase fee. Learn more about the benefits of staking on coinbase.com/earn. Start staking your eligible assets and earn rewards today.
All right. So let's talk about what you're going to learn tonight. You're going to learn about the power of technology to change your life, ladies and gentlemen. Technology has opened the door for some amazing things. First of all, it can give you and I the ability to supplement our income without recruiting, without selling, and without trading. In addition to that, it can give you and I the ability to make as much income weekly as we do on our jobs. It can show you and I the ability to earn enough to pay our entire monthly budget and to accumulate six figures for a down payment on a brand new home. All this without you talking to anyone. This is what we want to discuss tonight. Now, the information provided here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Participation in this crypto staking protocol involves risks. Cryptocurrency values can be volatile, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Staking rewards are not guaranteed and are subject to change based on network conditions, protocol parameters, and market fluctuations. This protocol does not constitute investment, financial, tax, or legal advice. We are not financial advisors. Users should conduct their own research and consult with qualified advisors before participating. The protocol operates using smart contracts, which may carry technical risks. By using this service, you acknowledge that you understand and accept these risks. You are solely responsible for your funds and decisions. The developers and participants of this protocol are not liable for any losses, damages, adverse outcomes resulting from the use of this protocol. Participation is strictly by invitation only, and posting on any social media is prohibited. Always use caution and only stake what you can afford to lose. With that said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, we are in the midst of a wealth transfer that was brought on by cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is known as the new financial system. The problem is people have heard about it, they don't quite understand it, and more importantly, they don't own anything. Even the state of Arizona voted to start a strategic reserve, and the state of Texas has done the same thing. And the federal government is preparing to do that. And Bitcoin has reached all-time highs and created many, many millionaires, but most people don't understand it. But it is the new financial system. Now, there are four terms that you need to understand to be able to wrap your mind about what we're going to share with you today. So we're going to talk about those four terms. The first thing, you need to understand what is staking, right? We talked about that a moment ago. You need to understand the term decentralized finance. You want to understand what is a decentralized autonomous organization, better known as a DAO, and you need to understand smart contracts. All right. These are terms that you can research on your own, but we're going to give you a short summary right now. So with a staking, you might be asking, I want you to imagine that you have some money. Instead of letting it sit in your wallet doing nothing, you put it in a type of a savings account where perhaps the bank would reward you with interest. Only thing, this is not a bank at all. This is cryptocurrency, and it works in a similar way. So how does staking work? Well, you deposit crypto. Your crypto helps secure the network. The blockchain network uses your staked crypto to validate transactions and to keep everything running smoothly. You get rewards. In return for staking, the network rewards you with more cryptocurrency, just like earning interest in a bank. So, how do you make money from staking? You earn new coins. The network regularly pays you a percentage of your staked crypto as a reward, and there is compound growth. Your deposits grow even more over time. There's price growth. If the value of the cryptocurrency increases, your stake assets and rewards also become more valuable. In a nutshell, staking is a great way to earn extra money with your crypto while you do nothing, like a magic piggy bank that gives you more coins just for keeping them inside, but with access to your funds 24/7, 365. So when you participate in staking and you make a deposit in this protocol, you have access to all of your money whenever you want. It will be in your wallet within seconds. So, what is decentralized finance? Well, decentralized finance, better known as DeFi, is a way to use money and financial services like savings, borrowing, investing, and earning interest without needing a bank or a middleman. And instead, it runs on a secure technology called the blockchain, which allows people to deal directly with each other using cryptocurrency. So think of it like this. Instead of going through a bank to send money, earn interest, get a loan, DeFi lets you do it all on your phone or your computer faster, cheaper, and often 24/7 without asking permission from anyone. It's money for the people run by code and not corporations. This is the future that's happening right now. So, what is a DAO? Decentralized Autonomous Organization. A DAO is like an online community with a shared bank account where rules are written by computer code and everyone gets a vote, not just the boss or the CEO. And instead of one person making all the decisions, the groups decide together using blockchain technology. The rules and the decisions are locked into a secure network that cannot be changed behind anyone's back. So imagine a club that runs itself. No managers, no middlemen, just members who vote on what happens with the money and the direction of the group. Everything is transparent, automated, and based on what the majority agrees to do. And one last term that we want to be familiar with is a smart contract. A smart contract is like a digital vending machine that runs on the blockchain. You put something in, like money or crypto, and if the right conditions are met, it automatically does what it's programmed to do. No person is needed to approve or to run it. For example, if a smart contract says send $100 to Sarah if she completes a task, it will automatically send the money the moment the task is verified. No paperwork, no middleman, and no delays. It is self-executing agreement, ladies and gentlemen, built on code instead of lawyers. It is trustworthy, it is automatic, and it is tamper proof. All right, so that's the foundational knowledge that you need. But what makes this different, ladies and gentlemen? First of all, a proven track record. The initial project is still running and has been running for 4 years without a company. You're going to see that in a few moments. This current project has been running successfully for 15 months since March the 6th, 2024. You're going to see that in a moment. All this without a CEO, without a headquarters, without an administration. And as of today, it has developed a $155 million liquidity pool, a $1.3 billion market cap, $17 million in daily trading volume, and over 756,000 wallets are connected to this protocol, growing at the rate of 10,000 per day. This smart contract is verified, it is audited by multiple third parties, and it is renounced, meaning It cannot be changed by the developers or anyone. It'll be around as long as the internet and the blockchain exist. Also, you can withdraw your entire balance, including your deposit, at any time. It'll be in your wallet within seconds. And should you decide to share this with others and you have no obligation to do so, you can participate in an optional reward program and a bonus pool. All this, ladies and gentlemen, without any human control or intervention whatsoever. So extremely, extremely powerful. Now, I've got a short video. It's about 2 minutes long. It's going to give you an introduction to this amazing protocol called Origin LGNS. After the video, we're going to break it down. We're going to go into the actual contract itself and show you exactly how this works. And more importantly, we're going to show you how to generate enough income to duplicate what you're making on your job. We're going to show you how to generate enough income to pay your entire monthly budget. We're going to show you how to generate and accumulate enough money to have 6 figures to put down on a brand new house. We're going to cover all that. Hold on so you can see that. Let's get started with the video.
In today's challenging financial landscape, expanding your income streams is crucial, and cryptocurrency offers a unique opportunity to do just that. The token LGNS, under the umbrella of Origin, is designed for ease of use, allowing you to start earning just 8 hours after joining. Led by a team of 6 international cryptocurrency experts, this initiative has a proven track record of success over many years. Origin features 137 smart contracts and has been audited twice and passed successfully to ensure security and reliability. Clear, straightforward, and standing out among the various cryptocurrency opportunities, it is unique and second to none. You can proudly share this opportunity with your family and friends. It's not just about making money on others, as you only start earning a bonus when they begin earning. A very fair and unique way of doing business. This opportunity is entirely passive. Take a vacation and return to see your token holdings grow thanks to payments received 3 times a day, every 8 hours. These payments are added to the previous balance and compounded in the next payment, over and over each 8 hours for the duration of your contract. Enjoy full control over your funds with the ability to withdraw any amount instantly anytime you wish for complete peace of mind. Bonds are a way to control the inflation and deflation of the LGNS token. You can purchase a variety of bonds and benefit in 2 ways. First is a discounted price of the token itself, and second is a higher ROI percentage for the duration of the 5-day maturity period. The bond rates are always changing due to supply and demand, and this creates a fun factor to keep on the lookout for the best rates for the most benefit. All done in the safety of your secure Web3 back office. Origin is a decentralized anonymous organization, DAO, and includes many innovations within the ecosystem, all in your Web3 state-of-the-art back office. You can also earn bonuses through many levels of sharing with others, and the user-friendly Web3 back office makes it easy to build and manage your business, making LGNS a compelling option for those looking to thrive financially and help others along the way.
All right. Now, before we get into it, I want to share some resources with you. You can feel free to take a screenshot of this page, and you can see we've got a complete overview video on Vimeo. You can see the video ID number. And we also have a project info website where you have multiple third-party resources to make it very easy for you to do your due diligence. That's plantofreedom.info. If you happen to be on the phone right now, you spell it out, freedom.info. And plantofreedom.info, and this is where you have access to this information. That 50-minute video you see breaks this down in a ton of detail for you, and you can watch that at the comfort of your home. But before we get into it, I want to show you this, ladies and gentlemen. This smart contract and these wallets have been officially audited by 2 global authoritative bodies. Completing the full chain audit of the code itself is a company called Certec, and the Treasury, all the accounts that hold the money, That has been audited by Armors. Now, these are two renowned global bodies, ladies and gentlemen. This is the big leagues. And so you can rest at night knowing that everything is absolutely real here. One of the things that makes this unique is the level of technology and the advanced technology and what it took for them to build this. I'm fortunate I had the opportunity to go to Dubai twice. And while I was there, because I have a construction background, I went to the Burj Khalifa, which is the largest building, tallest building in the world. And it was a feat in order for them to do that. Well, you need to understand this technology also was a feat of engineering. It took over 137 smart contracts in order to build this. And it's pretty exceptional. And you'll understand that the more you learn about this. But what I want to do right now is take you to see the two different contracts that these developers have created. The first one, which has been running for over 4 years, is called Olympus, and OHM is the coin itself. Now, this specific cryptocurrency is on the Ethereum blockchain. You might be familiar with that. Of course, Bitcoin is the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. Ethereum is #2. But the Ethereum blockchain has some challenges. The fees are relatively high and the transactions are relatively slow. And so after 4 years of running this specific coin and this protocol, ladies and gentlemen, they created a better one. And this Longinus LGNS, you can see the current value of the coin, about $15.76. It's being traded on the market right now. Now, this is the #1 coin on the Polygon blockchain. Now, the Polygon blockchain is unique because the transaction fees are very small. They're pennies, like 2 cents. And also the transactions are extremely fast. I want you to see the liquidity. In other words, the ability to be able to buy and sell these. The liquidity is over $159 million, ladies and gentlemen. The market cap, the number of coins that are in circulation, over 1.3 billion. The number of wallet holders that are participating in the staking of this platform is over 776,000 individuals from around the world. And you can see that this pool was created on March the 6th, 2024. So it's been operating now for close to 15 months successfully. So this is not a startup. This is a project with a ton of experience that you can feel really comfortable with. The other thing I want to show you is that there is also another third-party resource. You can see right here, this is a smart contract address. It's open source, so anyone can see all the code. But when you go to this site called Avi, it's going to take you here, and this site verifies smart contracts, another third-party resource. And I want you to see all the green checks. It says renounced, renounced. What does that mean? The developers can't go in, they can't change anything. The contract is open source. Anyone can see the code. The owners cannot tamper with the balance. No one can touch the money. The money is locked down, ladies and gentlemen. The admin privileges have been abandoned. The admins, the developers, can't go in and change anything. And here it is. They cannot take back ownership. So this contract belongs to the world. That's you and I, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone can engage with it. You must have a referral link. And of course, we will show you how to do it so that you don't have to figure it out on your own. All right. So very, very important. So now let's go a step further. We're going to go right into the contract itself. So this is Origin, a Web3 integrated financial ecosystem. And I want you to see something. The treasury balance is $167 million. This is the fund where all of the money is paid out, the rewards are paid out, the compounding is paid out through this treasury balance, which was also audited by Armors, and it is ironclad. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can run away, all right, with that money. So now, what I'm going to do is go right into the contract, and we're going to take a look at one specific account. Now, we do know that the current value of the coin, we saw it is $15.78. Now, I'm going to go to staking, and I'm going to explain this to you. So staking is what? It's when you deposit money into a protocol so they can use it to run the network. And in return for that, you receive rewards. Okay, so I want you to think about it like this. You know, we all have bank accounts. We put money in the bank, And we know that the bank uses that money. They will loan it out to other people. They buy real estate with it. They trade on the market with it, but they don't share those profits with us. They pay us what, 1% a year if we're lucky. All right. That's because we are customers of the bank. Well, suppose we could be partners with the bank and we deposit money with them and they use it to make a profit. They share the profit with us, a percentage of the profit with us. That's what staking is. And so here we skip the middleman. It's computer code that's facilitating all of this. This is why we're able to do what we're able to do here. Hopefully you caught that. So this specific account has 396 LGNS tokens staked. If you put your cursor on this little I, you can see this is $6,258. All right, that's how much the US dollar value is in this specific account. Now, I want you to see here, it says net reward yield, 0.2825. This account compounds at the rate of 0.2825 every 8 hours. So what you earn tomorrow is more than what you earn today. What you earn the day after tomorrow is more than what you earn tomorrow because the account is compounding on itself. You can see the 5-day rate is 4.3231. All right, very, very powerful. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the number of LGNS right here, and I'm going to put it in the calculator so you can get an idea of the potential. Now, as I mentioned, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. This is not a guarantee of earnings. These numbers are going to vary. The compounding rate is going to vary, and of course, the value of the coin is going to vary. But this just gives you an idea of what the potential could be. And so first thing I want you to see, this is 62.58 USD, right? 7 days, because it's compounding upon itself, it will grow to a value of 66.40. All right. So we said 62.58 or 66.40. We're going to do some math really quick. So I said you need to have your calculator. 66.40 minus 62.58 equals $382. So this account, ladies and gentlemen, made $382 in just 7 days. Pretty powerful, right? It grew from 396 coins to 420. What about 1 month? So in 1 month, this account grew to $8,064 or 511 coins. All right. So let's just do a little math on that. All right. So I mentioned to pull out your calculator. So that's 8,067 minus 62.58. That's what it started with, right? So let's do a little math. 8,067 minus 62.58 equals, do it one more time because I did it wrong. 8,067 minus 62.58 equals $1,809. $1,809. So what does that mean? This account produced an income of $1,809 for this individual. And every month, this person could withdraw $1,809 and never touch the original deposit because that is the earnings. So this person has already created a recurring income of $1,800 a month, month after month after month, without talking to anyone. They don't even have to log in every day, but yet they have complete access to their money. They could withdraw that money at any time. All right. But let's continue. What happens over a 6-month period in this example? That could grow to potentially $28,000. And what about 1 year, ladies and gentlemen? 6 figures, over $137,000 in this example. Why? Because of the power of compound interest, the 8th wonder of the world. All right, let's break it down and let's bring it to some examples of everyday people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and let's talk about a minimum deposit. What is the minimum deposit here? It's $125, all right? If you were to go out to a good dinner, you know, take your significant other, your spouse out to a good dinner, you can easily spend $100, right? So we'll say 125. We're going to divide that by the current value of the coin. I'm just going to use an estimate. I'm going to say 7.8 LGNS, okay? And I want you to see here, this is the 7-day value, talking about $125. The 1 month potential growth, 6 months, and 1 year. So $125 compounded in this system, and you just let it sit, that could provide you over $2,700 in 1 year. Well, that would be an awesome Christmas fund. Would you agree with that? All right, let's go a little further. Suppose you started with, say, $500. That would be about 31 LGNS, okay? And once you get in the system, you have an opportunity to play with this calculator. About $500, if you let it sit and compound for an entire year, you're looking at over $10,000, ladies and gentlemen. What about $1,000? I'm going to do 62 LGNS. All right, over a 1 year period, it's over $21,000. And what about 5,000? That'll be about 312 LGNS over a 1 year period compounding. That's 6 figures potential. And the last number I want to look at is going to be $10,000, and that'll be about 624 LGNS. And you can see that's over 200K, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very powerful. Stand by just 1 minute. Now I'm going to go a little further because I want to share with you some other examples here, and I'm going to pull up a special Excel spreadsheet that we have. And one of the things I want to show you is how to determine how much money you would need to deposit here in order to pay your entire monthly budget. So let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. What is your monthly budget? And maybe you can type it inside the chat box, and we're going to show you some examples of what you would need to deposit here in order to make that a reality, right? Let's see. So in this example, if you wanted to be able to generate $3,000 a month to pay your entire monthly budget, you would need to deposit $2,264 and let it compound for 180 days or 6 months. The 7th month, you'd be able to withdraw $3,000 a month moving forward without ever going back in your pocket again. All right? Let's say you didn't want to wait 60 days. I'm sorry, 6 months in order to do that. Let's say you only wanted to wait, let's say 3 months. So how much would you need to deposit in order to cover your entire monthly budget of $3,000 in this platform? I want you to see $48.49. You let it compound for 90 days, and then that next month, that 4th month, you'll be able to end forward. That 4th month and on, moving forward, you'll be able to withdraw $3,000 a month and pay your entire monthly budget. That is the power of compound interest. Now, let me take another example here. Let's just say you had a monthly budget right now of $4,000, right? $4,000, and you wanted to be able to pay that starting next month, right? How much would you need to deposit over here in order to cover your entire $4,000 a month monthly budget and be able to start paying it next month? $10,741. That would be enough so that the 2nd month you'd be able to withdraw $4,000. We call that the eat off the table strategy. Extremely, extremely powerful. Now, this is what I'm going to do because we've got several videos that deep dive into this because there are actually more benefits than what we have shared with you. But in the interest of time, we wanted to focus on the things that most people are interested in. So what I want to do right now, I'm actually going to bring a few folks on to share their testimonies who are currently involved inside of the platform. All right. So the first person I'm going to go to is let's see. I'm going to start with Coach. I'm going to bring Coach on to share his thoughts. And Coach, I am going to make you co-host, and you should be able to unmute yourself. And if you would, share your thoughts about the program, how things are going for you, and how do you see the future with this platform? Welcome to the call, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic, Mark. How about yourself, sir?
Doing good. Thank you.
Super fantastic. Well, listen, first of all, thank you for allowing me to share. For those of you on the call tonight, guys, my name is Coach Cliff. I'm out of Richmond, Virginia. I've been in the industry. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a pastor full time. I've been a business owner for over 37 years, but I've been in the industry of direct sales and marketing, Mark, a little over 30 years, and been very blessed and fortunate, in my personal opinion, to have matriculated to the top of several companies and made six figures. However, it required a lot of hard work, meaning recruiting, chasing people, and convincing people to get involved, which I still do. I'm currently involved with a networking company right now. I've been over there for 9 years, doing very well in that company. But Mark, I wanted to diversify. And I wanted to be involved with something that, whether I share with anyone or not, I could still not only diversify but grow my income exponentially through compounding. I understand compounding is a powerful concept. In my current business and previous business, I've always shared with people the power of a compound penny, right? And when people got hold to that, understood that, then they understood the power of compounding and exponential growth. So with that being said, Mark, only been involved now approaching my first month. I have several accounts. And one of the things I love most about it is the fact, guys, in place of having to share with anyone, guys, you can actually have multiple accounts yourself where you can reap the benefits as though that you've shared with other people by just opening up additional accounts and letting your money compound upon itself over and over again. So, Mark, I'm super excited about the fact that the owners can't touch the money. We have access to our money 24 hours a day. I've tested the system. I'm all in, and now I'm beginning to share because I go to bed every night feeling very comfortable with what we have here. So thank you for allowing me to share. And guys, if you're on the call for the first time, please get back with the person who invited you to the call, get your questions answered. But more important, come back as often as you want to. There's no pressure. It's not network marketing, but you do have an opportunity to share with others, guys, to gain even more benefits. Thank you, Mark, for allowing me to share.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Coach. We really appreciate that. So listen, thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. What you want to do is reach out to the person who invited you. And as I mentioned, they will walk you through the process and show you how to get started.